used to drive a Yukon. I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? In the phantom with the roof gone.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Excuse my bonnet, y'all. I have some rollers on one side and then I have like a ponytail situation on this side because my locks are curled on this side and I want the curls to stay. These have failed so much, probably because I lay on this side a lot. So these are not as like defined as this side. So I had to like perm rod this side. So that's why I got a bonnet on. So I ain't looking crazy half and half. Anyway, today I'm going to do something a little different that I'm not normally used to doing, but I want to kind of be, you know, open up a little bit for my followers. Y'all give me a second. I have to put in this reminder for Aria's appointment. And I want to make sure I didn't forget to do that. And then I'm gonna put it in my handy dandy planner. Like I put everything in here. I usually get one for Christmas every year, and so like I put my whole life into this thing. She's getting, I think, the EEG, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so got that done. That's in the calendar. Anyways, that's that. All right, let me go over my notes. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta set up some things and I'll be right back. I covered that. So like, of course, day to day, you know, this is kind of like the central point for, you know, day-to-day things. So getting the kids to school, working from home, taking care of, you know, maintenance in the house and things like that. Like, so that it's a functioning house. But like emotionally, like I have like no real ties to it. Like, of course, I'm probably going to miss like the memories that was made, you know, with my kids growing up. They've been in this house since they were probably, we've been in the house probably like 7 years. I think it's been 7 years. I think we bought the house in 2020. So it's been about 6 years. 2019 was, no, I got married in 2019. I bought the house in 2020. So we've been in the house for, I would say, 6 years. So my kids were 6 years younger. And one of my daughters, she wasn't even born. So that's a story for another time. But anyway, yeah, so I would say, yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of like bittersweet because like seeing them grow and like, y'all like these big old kids. And like 6 years ago, y'all were like little. So that I kind of answered that question, like, you know, physically I'm here, but like I'm ready for the next chapter. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to declutter. I'm ready to like get rid of things. I am ready, like ready, y'all. Hold on, y'all. When did I realize I had already moved on emotionally? This is a moment. Okay. When did I realize I had already moved on? Emotionally, I knew that I moved on when I was ready to sell the house early on. Like I was ready to, you know, pack up, find somewhere to live, you know, put the down payment on another house. Like emotionally, I knew I had already checked out of the house. Even though I was physically in it, I knew that like once that chapter ended, I'm like, okay, what's next? Like me, I'm like a very fast moving, impulsive type of person. So I'm ready to be like, okay, what's next? Like, oh, this ain't working. All right, what's the new address? Like, you know, like in my mind, that's how I work through things. Like, you know, I'm done with this. All right, next. I'm done with this. All right, next. And that's kind of how it was for me. Like, okay, this is no longer working. This was, you know, our central station or, you know, whatever. And that's no longer there. So, all right, like I like to, you know, move on and, you know, do my own thing. That's when I knew that I was like done emotionally with it. What about this house no longer fits the version of me I am now? So the version I am now, there's certain things that I want for my life. There's certain things I want for my family that like this house no longer supports. The original plan for this house was to build a family, grow a family, you know, do all the things family related and, you know, raise our kids in this house. But the version that I am now, like, I want something that is like, that suits us. It's the perfect size for us. It's in the perfect area. There are things that this house has that like, I don't want to carry into, you know, my future self, like whether it's trauma, whether it's holes in the wall, whether it's patches on the wall, whether it's stains on the carpet. Like, there's just so many different things that like are in this house that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. Like, I'm grateful to, have a home, be a homeowner, and all the things. But there's just certain things that, like, when I'm walking around doing random stuff, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. Oh, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so eager for, like, another space, another house, another chapter, like, newness that, like, this house does not give me. Like, I like new things. I like new stuff. Remodeled bathrooms, nice carpet, clean walls. Like, I want all those things. And I feel like the place that this house is right now does not give me that anymore. I think 6 years ago when the house was purchased, like, it gave me that newness, like, oh, like, this is my house, like, this is it, like, this is it, this is that girl. But now I'm like, when is we getting rid of this? Like, when, like, yesterday I spent half the day, literally, y'all, I ate breakfast, didn't eat no lunch, but I literally, like, decluttered like crazy. Like, if y'all see this little corner of my room, and I'm probably going to, maybe include some clips or whatever in this video, but this corner of my room had, like, baby stuff, a room divider, a really big bag of trash. We had, like, a bag of donation items, some baby stuff, like swings and stuff that, my youngest daughter never used. So, like, it was a lot of little stuff over there in that corner. And, of course, it was organized nicely. But, like, it just was there. And it's like, no, I was tired of walking past it. So, I feel like the room is, it looks so different now that it's not in there. And I love that. I, separated from that and just, took it downstairs. There was also, like, a console table. Is a console table or end table? Maybe not end table. It's like a console table. I may clip or insert a clip of or picture of the table that I'm referring to, but it was that in here. Mind you, I wasn't using it. I think I got it for my old office, and I just had it in here, so it was just like there, but not really doing nothing with it. And so I took that downstairs, had my au pair help me, girl. It was so funny. She probably like, girl, why you bring all this stuff down instead of wait for your own, wait for the man of the house? And I'm like, because I'm a busybody. Like, I'm a busybody. When I'm at home, I feel like I gotta be doing stuff. So she ended up helping me carry it down the stairs, but not down the stairs. She helped me carry from the bottom of the steps to the garage. And so got rid of that stuff. But, like, I was like, okay, I love the way this room looks now, because, like, it's looking good for the declutter process. And of course I'll cover more of the declutter process because I am getting ready to put my house on the market in a couple months. So, like, y'all, I'll walk out through that series of, like, prepping my house, decluttering and listing and all the things. What has changed in me since I moved into this house? Okay, so when I moved into, what the things that have changed since I moved into the house, the things that changed with me, I would say I'm much more mature, I'm much more vocal, I am less agreeable, I'm less tolerable. I would say that. I think when I moved into the house, like, I was super agreeable. I was super, I'm not going to say doing things to get along, but I would say, like, I wasn't giving as much pushback on certain things. I gave a lot of grace. I don't feel like I give as much grace now. I feel like I'm way more vocal than I would be. When things just aren't working out, when things just don't make sense, like, I feel like I'm at a place where, like, oh, I'm going to say something. I'm not going to not say anything. I'm going to say something. So I feel like that changed in me from when I bought the house to now, that, like, oh, I have a zero tolerance now. My boundaries are, very strong. I just don't play around with me anymore. And I would say that would be the difference between when I bought the house and where I'm at right now. Was this decision emotional, logical, or both? So the decision to sell my house is definitely logical. I wouldn't say it was an emotional decision because initially when I did when I wanted to sell my house, initially that was an emotional decision because it's like, okay, things ain't working out, like, let me move on and what's next, like, but I never, like, really looked at, like, all the moving parts. So, like, the logistics of, like, finding a place, finding schooling, like, all the things that come with, like, uprooting, like, moving logistics and all the things. So I would say it was an emotional decision to sell early on. But then I got like really intentional and like, no, like, you know, there's a house that I purchased and like my kids live here. This is their home. Like, I'm not going to just uproot them just because, you know, something didn't work out. Like, absolutely not. So I was like, no, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to, you know, plan it accordingly, you know, and make sure everything, all my ducks are in a row before I just like, hey, let's pack up and move. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, because doing that, just thinking in hindsight, it would have caused so much like friction and schooling and childcare and all the things, because I think at the time I had like a living nanny. I would think I was working from home at the time. But it was just so many moving parts that like selling my house rather than it would have made no sense at all. So I'm like so glad that like I didn't. I just, you know, went through the process and sold it at a time, or, you know, prepared to sell it at a time where it makes sense for everybody. Especially my kids, because they're affected the most by like having to pack up and move and relocate and school and childcare and nanny, all the things. So yes, that answered that question. What made me sure this was the right move, even if it wasn't easy? I knew that like, what's that over there? So I knew that in order for me to continue to close one chapter, that this was a necessary step. This is a necessary step. Now, granted, all the other chapters are closed, but this was the one that's like, okay, this has to, you know, end. And I think after this, you know, it should be a little more easy sailing, you know what I'm saying, without, you know, giving y'all too much. It should be a little easy selling, you know, once the house is sold and stuff like that. I definitely do believe that it's the right move, just because like this house no longer serves me. This is a huge house. It's a lot of work. It's very expensive. It's a lot of upkeep. It's too much house. Like, it's too much house. And like, yes, I have the family size to accommodate it, but it's just a lot. And like, if you know, like if you're a person that has like a big home, you'll find the most random stuff to fill your house up with. And like, then you be left with all this random here, random there, random there. And it's like, well, I gotta get rid of all of this stuff, like, or some of this stuff. And it becomes overwhelming. So like, I think another reason why I had spent here today getting rid of stuff, because I'm like, I don't want to be overwhelmed by figuring out what to do with this. Like, I don't want to be, you know, overwhelmed with that. So, yeah, I would say that answers my question. Definitely, it ain't easy, but it's necessary. What is it like to live somewhere you've already outgrown? Y'all, it is, because I am so particular about how I am and who I am. Like, again, I'm grateful for having a roof over my head, but sometimes this house feels like a burden. Like, I'll be like, I can't wait to move out of this house. Ooh, I can't wait to get rid of this house. Like, it's giving a burden, because like I outgrew this house. Like, I'm ready for something new. And so this feels like another something to do. Like, oh, something else I gotta do. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Now, don't let like nothing come up, like the roof, or I gotta address this or fix that. I don't want to fix nothing else in this house. Like, I'm good. Thank God I have home warranty or whatever. So if something comes up, you know, I can go through the proper channels. But y'all, I don't be want to do nothing. I literally want pay the mortgage on the house, pay the mortgage, and of course the utilities and stuff. But like, other than that, I don't be want to do too much stuff. Like, I don't really want to do too much with the house, because I don't even want the house anymore. So it's like, I'm only here because my kids are here, my new partner is here. You know, it's how, you know, it's the roof over our head, you know, food in the fridge, you know, we got our clothes and all our essentials and things like that. But I be like, I'm over it, because it just becomes a lot of work. It becomes too much. And I'm like, this is a lot. Hold on, y'all. Alright, y'all, sorry I'm back. Had to do a little brief intermission. My next question is, what does staying too long in misalignment cost you? So, staying somewhere that's not aligned with your goals or where you want to be in life, it could cost, like, it costs you a lot. Because I would say for me, like, my house is expensive. Like, my mortgage is expensive, all the utilities are expensive, the upkeep is expensive, and it's like, I want to live somewhere cheaper. Like, I want to live somewhere cheaper. I want to live somewhere where the maintenance is not as expensive. you know, utilities not that expensive. Like, I want to live somewhere else. Like, you know, this was nice, but like, I want to live somewhere else. And so I would say, like, misaligned, like, being misaligned will cost you a lot. It'll cost you, you know, energy. It'll cost you resources. It'll cost you your sanity, because like, when you know that you have to move from one place to another, you can't really be as settled as you want to be. Like, I want to be settled. Like, I want to, you know, decorate. I want to paint. I want to buy furniture. I want to do all the things. But like, being somewhere that I know I'm not going to live in the next year or the next 6 months, maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't want to do nothing. Like, I don't want to buy no furniture. Like, it even affects like things that I buy for myself. Like, if I want to buy like some clothes or a new bag or some shoes, I'm like apprehensive on like, no, don't buy that because you know you're moving soon, or don't buy that because you're doing this. So like, I be trying to like cut back on like buying stuff, because I know that like, girl, I'm about to move. Like, why are you getting rid of stuff and bringing in more stuff? So I have to find a delicate balance of like, yes, I like things, I like to shop, I like buying, you know, expensive things, but like, I know that I'm about to sell a house. So like, the point is to get rid of things and declutter things, not bring more things in that I have to figure out what to do with, or trash, or purge, or whatever. So yeah, that would be my answer for that question. What am I not explaining or justifying about this decision? I'm not going to explain why I want to do it. I'm not going to explain how I want to do it. I'm not going to justify like, oh, why it should be done. Like, this chapter has to end. Like, I have two options. Either I could, you know, sell the house and, you know, we split the proceeds, or I could buy the house from my former spouse, and like, then I'm stuck with the house that we had together for the last 6 years. And I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not explaining that. Like, I don't have to go into detail of why I don't want to do it, but like, some stuff I'm just not doing. Like, I'm just gonna sell it and walk away, close that chapter. So, you know, people tend to like try to hold things over your head when they can't no longer control the narrative or control the situation. And so like, I'm not explaining why I want to do it, how I want to do it, why it's going to be done, but I know that it's going to get done, because that's what we do. We get things done. So I'm not going to, you know, do all of that. Like, it is what it is. And me keeping the house is my decision. Me selling the house is my decision. I know people probably have a, you know, issue with me deciding to keep the house, or, oh, why can't we just sell a house? Da, 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 da. I don't care about how you feel about it. This house is a central location, and it houses my children and like my family. So like, I don't have to sell a house just because you want me to sell a house. No, I live here and I pay the bills. So, you know, I pay the bill. I pay the bill. So yeah, I'm going to stay here. Anyway, what did I have to accept to move forward without guilt? I had to accept that certain resources or maybe like help would not be there. And even though it wasn't even consistently there, but like, I knew that if I needed this done, that done, those things would get done. But the good part about it is I'm very resourceful, you know, and I have a partner who, like, if I need this, that, and the other done, those things will get done like I asked. So even though like I lost something, I gained something much greater. So it's like, yeah, I don't got that. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, because I have something that's even better and that shows up even more, you know, even shinier, even prettier, even more supportive, and more resources and all the things. So like, yeah, like I had to accept that, like, you know, certain things I wouldn't probably have access to, but it was okay because God gave me something even better. So I'm like, oh, that's even better. Thank you. Appreciate it. Where else in life do people stay longer than they should? I would say people stay in relationships longer than they should. People stay in jobs, you know, longer than they should. People stay around like toxic family longer than they should. And I'm the type of person that, like, this is my life and I am in control of what I'm in control of. And like, if I want you in it, cool. If I don't want you in it, you're out. Like, it is what it is. I'm not going to hold on to something like Like, I'm not gonna just hold on to something just to be holding on to something, and it doesn't bring value to my life. It doesn't bring me peace. Like, if it's giving me anxiety, it's giving me stress, it's giving me turmoil, if it's a burden, like, I'm good on that. Like, this is my life. Again, I'm gonna choose to have things in it that pour into me and I can pour into them, but it's not going to be a one-sided street where I'm pouring, and you're just receiving, and there's no reciprocation. So, like, anything, whether it's a job, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationships, don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, and like, you know what serves you and you know what don't serve you, and when you get to a point where you know it don't serve you, you have to part ways. Whatever it is, a job, an opportunity, a relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it. Like, yeah, you have to, when it no longer serves you, do what you have to do. What does alignment look like for me moving forward? Alignment looks like, for me, if I have a list of goals, I like to be very intentional about how I achieve those goals. Like, I'm gonna have a strategy. So, like, for example, if I know that I want to buy another house in the future, I want to make sure that all the things I'm doing right now also prepare me for buying another house. So whether that's stacking up a savings, whether that's, you know, getting my credit together, whether that's, you know, decluttering and being minimalistic, or whatever the case may be. Like, I want to make sure that I have things aligned and in place so that I can achieve those goals. Whether it's anything that I want to do. Like, I literally just went to a vision board party on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and like, my board like is encompassed of so many different things, and like, I know that if I want certain things, there's going to be a list of things that are going to go with that particular goal. Because, like, how am I going to get to that goal if I don't have a strategy? Like, you can't get to a goal if you don't got no strategy. So for me, I'm a strategy girl. So, like, I write down a goal and I'm like, all right, how I'm going to get there? I'm going to do this, that. I want this. I'm going to do this to get that. And it always be happening for me. That's just me and how it works. Like, if I want something, I know I got to do these 5 things to get it, or I got to do these 3 things to do it, or, you know, the next several months I got to do this to get that aligned for that. So that's, you know, how I do to that's what alignment looks like to me. Like, setting the stage for the next thing. So right now I am decluttering. So right now I'm in the phase of decluttering my house, and I'm starting from room to room. I've already did my 6 and my 4-year-old's room. Already did my bedroom. The next room would be my daughter's room, my 13-year-old daughter's room, and then the next room will probably be like the linen closet, which is not really bad because we just decluttered it several months ago, so it ain't much in it for real. But I'm gonna do that linen closet. The next area will probably be, you know, the first floor, you know, starting from room to room. They also, like, my sitting room and my dining room are pretty decluttered, but in my second dining room, there's like stuff that I have to, like, you know, get rid of or whatever. Like games, old pictures, books, all the things that I might have to get rid of. But it's not a lot for real. It's not a big lift. That's the word. It's not a big lift. Let me see. Okay. So I think that kind of covers everything when it comes to me. Like, I think that covers everything for this video. If y'all could think of any questions y'all may have, or y'all want clarity on anything that I had, like, mentioned in the video that probably wasn't clear, or any questions, comment below and let me know. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Remember, you used to drive a Yukon. I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? In the the phantom with the roof gone.